be water, my friend.
Yo, what is up, YouTube? Randomson back here with a new, well, actually, no, with another Battlerite video. It's kind of weird because I'm doing this. I've never done this before. Let me just make sure my camera's out the way real quick. Alrighty, it looked pretty good, in my opinion. Okay, so one of you guys asked me if like the meta, really, there's not a meta out there. Like, there's people that work together are good, but like if you're talking like meta as in a group, that's one thing. But if you're talking like a meta as like solo queuing, like how I do, it's completely different because I it's just so different, guys. I don't know how to express it because if you have a group and you're working with someone, you can intend to be like better. But when you're solo queuing with like a certain character, you might do terrible, or you might end up being the carry. It's kind of hard to say. But we had this tier making list, and I never done this before, and I hope you guys enjoy it because I honestly didn't think I could do this. It's kind of weird to me. I'm sorry, guys. But you guys know the case. That S tier is like, I'm gonna say probably like the easiest, like the most hard carrying like person you can probably carry with. S tier you can carry, but it's not like, I don't know. Hold on. So basically, it's like you're doing great and you can hold, like, you just need a little help from somebody. Almost. It's like a Baco. That's what I would say. A tier, A plus tier, I would say it's like you have to stay back away from the fight and land your skill shot. Or be like, you get in, you get out, and back away. Your A tier is basically you can play this character, or it's based around your team. That's what it's gonna say. Yeah, you can play this character, you can do great, but it's based around your team, and that's very iffy. And unviable, I this is here when I got this, so I don't know. Like, all character is viable, guys. Don't get me wrong, but there are some characters that are just not gonna work well solo queuing unless you're in a group. So we're gonna start with the first one is Alicia. I would probably put her in A tier because you need to stay back and she has high damage, don't get me wrong, but I would probably say you need to stay back and let your team deal the damage while they're focusing on them so you can do your damage and freeze them, and that's basically why I say that. Ashka, I'm putting it up in S plus tier. Ashka had very high AoE damage, and even in his kit it does sustain so much, and he can heal himself. So he got high damage, high AoE damage. He has a wall that can block any projectile. It's not like a Destiny where if a projectile goes through it and it just stays there, and when it goes away it goes through it again. But Ashka is like a firewall. A projectile that hits it, it goes away for good. So that's why I put him in S plus. He's a really good beginner, like, friendly, I would say. Ashka is very amazing. Baco, it's kind of iffy. I will put him in the S tier, and this is the only reason why. Baco he does have high damage and can take a punch. He has very, very amazing kick. He, if you work him pretty good, you can do a great thing. But I still feel like you can't 1v2 as well, because if you have 2 melees on you, you're still going to be taking a lot of damage. If you have 2 range, it's going to be hard for you to stick onto them, so you're going to need a little bit of help from your team, but he's still an amazing pick for like an S tier. Blossom, I'm definitely going to put her in the A+, because yes, she can heal amazingly, but I don't feel like her damage is there. Her crowd control is there, but that just makes up for her damage, if that makes sense. Because if you don't have enough crowd control, you're not going to do as much damage. Her reflex is amazing, but it takes energy, and her ult is okay. It's not the most amazing one, but I will say it's an A+ tier. It's just because it's not as good as a healer as she can be. Croak, like I said, A+. He needs to get in and get out. He needs to do his damage and then get out. So with that being said, he's gonna lose some of his like potential. If you go in too deep, you're gonna die. That's plain and simple with Croak, because Croak has 2 leaps and an E that dashes him out. And if you got like leap, and you're too far into it and you try to E away from him, you're still gonna be like deep into it, so you're just gonna die. So your Croak is not a very beginner friendly and or a like you just need to learn how to like go in and do the most damage and get out as soon as possible. Alrighty, Destiny, definitely gonna put her in A, because okay, you guys are gonna think this is weird, but she is just so not, I don't want to say so bad, it's just her kit, it's really, it's kind of hard to say, because Destiny is more like an anti-melee, like, I don't know, she's just anti-melee, because if you have a melee on you, you're gonna put your EX ring down on you, and they're gonna stun if they walk out of it. But most of the time, they have a leap, they have an other side, or they have a counter. So she's just weird in that sense. But you can still play around your team to do the most damage. So that's why I say like A tier is definitely gonna be the team-based like character, while others are gonna excel in like the other places by themselves, as they can like stay in 1-to-1 with other characters. Alright, so Esmo, like I said, Destiny and Esmo are, Esmo is stupidly squishy, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I love Esmo, I main Esmo, but he is amazingly hard when you solo queue. Solo queuing with Esmo is nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. He is so, I don't know. He has 2 dashes. This is what I actually might move him up to A+, because he can be so good. As in, you E them, you root them, you dash in, you do a bunch of damage, you dash back out. That's an amazing like Esmo like that. But the ones that just double dash just to get that attack speed and get to reload their basic attack is not gonna be excelling as they're supposed to be. And it's kind of hard with Esmo because he has a charge up, so it's easy to counter. Alright, Freya. We are definitely gonna put her in the A+ tier because she is so I don't know about this one actually. It's really between A plus or S tier because she's a good 1v1er. Yes, she is. But her kit revolves around her counter so heavily that all you have to do is wait her wait her counter out, and she's basically useless. But she does have potential of being getting high damage, and it's kind of crazy to see Freya players that goes in and just does a ton of damage. So it's kind of hard with her. Iva, that's an A tier. You guys already know. With her leap, now it this is why Iva's bad in my opinion. When you have a leap that you cannot leap again, it's like shooting yourself in the foot. And if you do take the Battlerite, that I think it's called U-turn, where you leap over, you do a couple of shots, and then you leap back in the same spot. That's it's not good in my opinion because you're wasting a Battlerite. They know where you're gonna land, and it's very easy to miss Iva. In my opinion. Jade, definitely gonna put her in the A plus tier because she definitely. Uh, I'm gonna actually put in the S tier. S tier Jade because she can do a lot of damage as long as you know how to cancel at the right moment and how to do enough damage to tick away, and she just needs a little bit of help from the team. That's it. Because she is a ranged class, she has a charged up, but she has stealth, and it's kind of tricky with her. She is really good, I won't lie. Jamilia, I'm definitely putting her in S tier. Well, actually, I'm going with S plus, and the reason being is because she has so much high damage, a single target damage. So, with that being said, if you guys are trying to focus one, so her space incapped, her right click stunned, she has a healing sustained battle, right? And it's just amazing with her. You can get in and get out with her, basically. If you're in trouble, space away. If you're still in trouble, Q, counter. Like, you have your E that grappled you away from trouble. So it's kind of amazing with her. I actually would say she's S plus. Jumong, alright. Now, this is kind of hard. I will probably say the same reason for Iva is Jumong is a very, very, very hard character to learn. As in, Jumong does not have a counter. He does not have a leap or anything like that. So the only iframe that he has is in his R, which phase him, and basically you should just run faster, and you have seek and mark. Yes, you have sustain and you have a little bit of damage, but it's only like a single burst for like a little window moment almost. But if you know how to play Jumong, it's kind of insanely crazy. Lucy definitely needs some help. Lucy is a target from hell because she is a really good healer. She has panic. She has a shield. She has an amazing ult. And clarity, it's just, you know how many times clarity saves someone? It's really crazy. A lot of people underestimate Lucy, but she can do some amazing things, and it's honestly like I would love to see more Lucy players. Well, such as for me, I would love to make a video on her, but she is just so hard, and everyone knows that because she just doesn't have um a leap, an iframe. The only thing she has is her arc click, which she rolled away, but it's not far. So that's why she is definitely gonna be. I'm gonna actually put her down here at A tier. Definitely need to be careful with her because she is definitely gonna get eaten up. Alright. Oh dear. Oh, this is hard. Um, if I had to pick, I I would probably put him in A tier. I'm being honest. Although, I I'm gonna put him in A plus because his reflex are so amazingly retarded and they are so annoying. He has a reset button basically, and he has a high potential burst damage. But you also gotta think he is a support and he doesn't heal as he should be. I don't know. He's more like a DPS healer. I don't know. I will probably say A plus. Oh dear. Pearl. I'm gonna say yeah. A plus. Nah. I'm gonna put S. Okay. Hear me out. This is why I had to think about it because Pearl is honestly a very annoying character. As I'm trying to think about it, her Q, her E, her space, her ult, those are all so annoying. And they do so much stuff that it's honestly kind of crazy. And she has a silent, she has a slow with her E. Yeah, she's an S tier, I gotta say. She's very annoying to go against. Pestilent, all the way up. S plus. The crowd control, the high damage, the mobility, the like this character is amazing. The dots, the mind control. I know that's crowd control, but that's crazy. That's the only character that does that. A mind control. Yeah, definitely S plus. Paloma. I'm gonna go with S plus because Paloma can be very annoying. She has a panic. She has other side. She has high damage with her right click. Her ult is amazing and she could get it stupidly quick. Like I believe one time me and Liam tested it out and we got like her ult in like less than like 2 minutes of the game. I don't know, but I would definitely say S plus. Raygun. Oh, I would probably say S tier because, well, no, I would no. He does have a parry. He does have sustain, but I feel like his damage isn't really that extravagant. Like it's not like a 1v1. Okay, if it came down to the last minute, a Raygun needs to be more healthier than the opponent because otherwise he's just gonna lose because he has damage, but it's not as much as like a Shifu damage or like a Jamilia um damage. It's just not there. I'll say S tier for him. Rook, I would definitely put him on the S plus because hear me out. This man has a Q that puts him invulnerable, and you can go ham in berserk mode with him. You charge in, you right click The only bad part is, yes, you can hit a lot of counters with this guy, but in the right situation, you can definitely work Rook out in the S plus tier. Now, Rukan, I I would say A plus because I don't know about you guys. I mean, Rukan has a lot of damage, yes, but he definitely needs help from the team because yes, he can grab and he had damage in the start, but it's not entirely there like a sustaining Rook or a Bako. I feel like Rook and Bako are gonna out sustain a Rukan, really. He had lifesteal, yes, but I don't think that's gonna be like so like woo about it. I don't know. Shinrao, definitely S plus tier, no doubt about it. I yeah, no doubt about Shinrao. This man sustained high burst damage, crowd control, the ult is even nasty. He has an iframe. He has a wall. Guys, this is an OP character. This is an S plus all the way. Shifu, I S plus maybe. Maybe, yeah, S plus. It's kind of on that borderline because Shifu is one of those characters that is you can 1v2 very easily. He has so much sustain. He has an other side that heals him. He has an E that pulls him to the wall. He's like a Jamilia almost, but what does he have that she doesn't? Maybe his his Q is different. Yeah, like it's basically a male Jamilia, really. I don't know. Shifu, not Shifu, serious. I would say he needs help because hear me out, guys. Sirius is definitely like it's a good healer, but for a solo Q, you you need to work out with your team for him, and it's really rare when that happens, and that's just he's just I don't know. He's very weird, cause you got the beginning bursting damage, but then you need to fall back and heal up everyone. He's very weird, guys. I would say he needs help from the team. He might even be A tier to be honest. Yeah, I don't know why I put her up here, there, down there. These guys need help. I don't think she needs help from the team. Those are like more solo queuing is definitely like this is right so far. I'm just going through it. Yeah, this is so far really on point right now. Taya, okay, I'm gonna say S tier. Now, hear me out, guys. Taya is an amazing 1v1 god. Her mobility is amazing. Her bursting damage is kind of crazy. Um, if you pick the right Battlerite, her sustain can be crazy as well, and her ult can be amazing as well. So that's why I say S tier, not S plus, because if you don't know how to play with her in a solo queue, then it's gonna probably be bad for you. Kind of hard to say. Sauron definitely needs help from the team, hands down. Sauron cannot 1v2. And the reason why I say that is because he has mainly dot damage, and he just doesn't have a lot of like sustain in his build. Yes, he can reduce damage and stuff, and maybe can heal it with one of his Battlerite, but it's not like healing like a Shifu. Ulric. Ulric. Definitely A plus. It needs help from the team because I would say Ulric would need help because his space relies on allies. And that's a big, big thing with Ulric. His space relies on allies. And when you think about it, that's where some of his damage comes from. You space in, you do a lot of damage, and you space out. But when there's an ally in your space, you can go even further. I don't know. It's kind of weird, guys. I definitely say Ulric needs help. Varish? I'm gonna say F plus. Yeah, I'm gonna say F plus. Because Varish is definitely, and I mean like he can carry a 1v3 stupidly amazingly well. That is honestly so underrated, and it's so overlooked that it's crazy how much damage he can put out in a matter of 3 seconds with all of his counters, all of his debuff, all of his ult. It's honestly very overlooked. That's why I put S plus. He has high damage, high mobility. He has a shield. He has a silence. Yeah, his ult is even a iframe, so that's even better. Like Varish is a very good solo kill. Xander, F for sure, because Xander, he an amazing support. He has very good dots heal. He has very good uh crowd control, portals, polymorph. Uh, his ult can do a lot of damage and a lot of healing, but he just doesn't have enough damage to actually 1v2 or 1v3. He would definitely need help to give him like that push over the edge to do like a enough damage, essentially. But with his right click, it's actually really good with the help of others because it amplifies other damage. So that's why I would say this. And there you have it, guys. If you like this tier list, please let me know down in the comment and see if what like this is just my opinion, guys. I'm not basing it off anything. This is my thoughts and like what I think. Like you guys might think I was wrong about the Rukan. He should be S plus. But honestly, this is literally an opinion based video, guys. This is my opinion. Don't get upset that you see your favorite character like down here, but it is what it is. This is how I think. So if you like this video, guys, hit that thumbs up button for me, not for you, for me. And I will see you guys till the next time.